The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, March 21st. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni.
And good morning. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. And we've got Galen on the phone. Good morning, Galen. How are you doing today, buddy?
Hey, good morning, Adam. Sorry about that. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a little hectic this morning here, but hey, that's Wednesday. Got to earn it if I want to get to the weekend, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Something to that extent. Are you driving?
Yeah, heading to Gainesville.
Oh, Gainesville, okay. How was the drive to Atlanta the other day?
Oh yeah, I just went up and back in the same day. It was crazy. You would have loved it. I literally crossed the border into Georgia and it just started raining. And it didn't rain until I left Georgia.
Is that right?
It rained the whole time I was in Atlanta.
Man.
Yeah, the whole time I was in the state of Georgia. And literally, I got to the Florida line sign, and it stopped. I was like, oh, okay, good. All right.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Hey, pick up where we left off a little bit. I wanted to see if you caught the end or the highlights of the chaos that was with the Duke Wake Forest game.
Yeah, I did. I did miss that. I saw the highlights, but yeah, I was watching the debates last night, so I didn't watch much other basketball at all. So
yeah,
I did watch the end.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. For those who are listening, it was Duke that blew a 9-point lead to allow Wake Forest in double overtime to end up winning it. And does this show that Duke still has some holes, and that's part of where they're at with the season and the expectations of their projection of where they might be in the big dance? Or does this just show like maybe the tenacity of a team like Wake Forest, that maybe they're a sleeper?
I don't think Wake Forest is a sleeper. I just think it has more to do with Duke. You got to remember, Duke is like the Dallas Cowboys. Right?
Yeah, that's
whatever you
like
think
that.
The Dallas Cowboys are, wherever you think they're going to finish, or the popularity contest does, then bring that down by 2 levels, and that's where they end up.
I like that. That's a great analogy.
People think that the Cowboys are the greatest. Oh my God, Dak Prescott's a Hall of Famer. He's not even a Pro Bowl, right? So you have to knock it down. And same with Duke. It's because I forgot which coach said it, but they said it best. It's like Duke is Duke. They're on TV more than Leave It to Beaver. And they haven't won a national title in a while. You look at a guy like Zion Williams and how much publicity he got. It's just Duke. They're the Dallas Cowboys.
They're the Dallas Cowboys of college basketball. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now, I could say that I would be more willing to watch some Duke basketball more than I ever would Cowboys football, but you're right, with the motion of the spotlight and then all the attention that grabs, that's it. They're pretty much always either looked at or scrutinized just based on what they're doing. So they're number 7. They might fall now after this loss, but like you said, it's more or less just where they're at. Good program, but it's just they're always talked about. It's always a conversation that's brought up with college basketball, although it's been a little bit of a drought for them for anything with a national title.
Well, yeah, winning national titles are hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not a good program. It's a great program.
Yeah.
You look at the stability with Coach K. He seems to do things the right way, and there's never a scandal. I mean, at the same time he's been there, North Carolina's gone through, I think, 3 different scandals, whether it was the teaching assistants taking tests for kids, or the academic, the Jerry Stackhouse thing. He's like, I never went to class. It's things like that, and Duke hasn't even had a whiff of that. So Yeah, it's just I think it's pretty remarkable what Coach K has done. But
Yeah.
just remember, they're always overrated. Always.
Always. Now, here's a little off topic here. I was reading within the 7 o'clock hour some news that come up with the Florida Wildlife Commission about the turtles in Florida. I don't know if you knew this, but apparently, with us having up to 23 different species of turtles, partner, that in Asia, these things are high commodity. So much so that a turtle that could be caught by a poacher here in Florida could be worth up to $300 each. In Asia, the same turtle can sell for as much as $10,000 in a Vegas-style auction held near Shanghai and Hong Kong. You believe that?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, I know what they think about turtles, and that's one of the reasons why people were catching sea turtles and sending them to the Asian market.
Right.
And they solved that problem now, because now they actually have turtle farms where, half of everything that they breed gets sold to the Asian market. The other half is released in captivity.
Yeah, this was,
yeah, they eat them.
Yeah, this was crazy here. It said between 2016 and 2019, about 6.5 million live turtles were exported from the U.S., including almost 500,000 turtles from Florida alone. Holy cow. Now, that being said,
that's pure capitalism.
Yeah.
On our end, I mean,
Yeah.
You just hope I know the Fish and Game is really worried about the longevity of a program like that, but
they had a undercover investigation called Operation Donatello, and with that, and like you said, kind of sniffing it out a little bit more, have since retrieved thousands of stolen turtles worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, did you have any pet turtles growing up?
Sure, I had a green-eared glider. I've had a box turtle.
Yeah.
I live in Florida, so back in the day, there was a gopher turtle in everybody's yard.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I had one for a little bit, not for very long though. But it was a box turtle, from what I can remember. But it was kind of one of those things. After kind of having it for a little while, I was like, I'll just release the thing back near the pond where we got it. But had I know that they've been worth that much money, I might have been sitting on a college scholarship.
I don't know about a box turtle, but
No.
they're pretty common everywhere. And if you look at it, they look for very unique species that have longer necks and longer legs, because they, for them it's an aphrodisiac and it's a delicacy. It's the equivalent of us eating oysters.
You think so?
Right.
Something to that extent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I when you go, I've been to Hong Kong many times, and when you go to Hong Kong, it's one of the things you see hanging on the rack down in their markets is turtles, and in some cases they're alive in the tank, and sometimes they're already shelled, and you see the body, and they sell the shell. They sell every part of it.
Yeah. It's incredible. And see, this is some of the stuff now. Like I told you before, I've been in Florida now a decade, over 10 years. I've been in Central Florida now for over 5.5, and just some of the stuff that I wouldn't think about, and some of the stuff I've learned just being in this seat here behind the mic is kind of incredible for what's going on within our state. Not knowing something like that, even with turtles, for myself, this was kind of impressive. And being from up north, it's not even something that would register as far as the commodity for a turtle that would be somewhere else in the world, or the necessity to have people pay that much for it. It's kind of neat. Always learn something different.
Well, there you go.
Kind of crazy. Now, this segment is brought to you by our good friends, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, Palm Garden of Ocala, 2700 Southwest 34th Street. 854-6262, proudly serving our community since 1987, delivering enhanced clinical services, initiative therapy, compassionate health care. Whether you're in need of short-term or long-term care solution, our goal is to accelerate your pathway to recovery with a compassionate environment. That's our friends Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, 854-6262. And Penn Flooring, family-owned and operated, serving Marion County for over 30-plus years, and owe every bit of our success to their unrivaled customer service. Full-service flooring company dedicated to finding the best solution for your flooring needs, with experience in both commercial and residential. Penn Flooring, open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Penn Flooring, 351-3420, 351-3420. So with it being Wednesday, we're working our way through the last week in February. March 1st is Sunday, and we got a little bit of a cold weather snap coming through, partner. It's going to get chilly for you. I don't know if you're going to like it.
I'm not happy about it. I saw that today on my phone. Because my phone knows that I hate cold weather. So, yeah, I mean, I won't dwell on it. I just won't go outside.
Yeah.
I can avoid it.
Now, as far as chilly weather,
No, it's time to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Time to hang out in the sun, start working on our tan, and get rid of all these people from Michigan who drive in the left lane and go 45 miles an hour.
Yes.
That's what I'm ready to get rid of. My gosh. I am surrounded by Michigan right now, and I got somebody from Ontario on my left. Unbelievable. All right.
Now, as a public service announcement, you are correct. The left lane is for passing. If you're on the freeway, left lane is for passing. Once you've passed, get back over in the right lane so that way you can let other people pass you. And when it comes to something like Route 200, same thing with the left lane. We know if you want to make a left turn, yes, you need to get over in the left lane to eventually make your turn to the left. But if you've got 7 miles before you get there, please get in the right lane, because the left lane is for passing.
You got to remember, everybody who lives west of 200 was born somewhere else.
That's true.
Right? They weren't born in Florida. I'll say I won't say everyone. I'll say 95% of them.
Yeah.
They were born somewhere else, and therefore they don't drive right. You know, they're probably born in Ohio or Michigan or Illinois, you know, and they don't know that what the left lane's for. So they just sit there and go 5 to 10 miles an hour underneath the speed limit.
Now I'm going to say
Ontario finally got out of the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to say that as far as being from Ohio myself, driving down I-75 for the first few times that I did when I was here in Central Florida, holy cow. Now, I can say that there's only one other place where drivers are worse, and I would say that that's in Ohio. And after having been in Florida and then visited there about a year and a half ago, go back up north, I realized that true reality of just how poor the drivers are from Ohio. So, yeah, I get it. I get it, like you said, partner. But with that being said, everybody just be careful out there. Be safe for where you're going. Keep your head up, head on a swivel, situational awareness.
Hey, just stay in Canada. How about that? Stay in Canada. There you go.
Gotcha. Hey, I got a caller.
Or Uber. How about Ubering? You can Uber.
You can Uber? There you go.
Yeah, from Canada. Fly down in your nice jet with your horses and then Uber.
There you go. Good morning. You're on the air, WOCA Ocala.
Yes, good morning, guys. I've got a baseball question for Galen.
All right.
The Milwaukee Brewers, they picked up from the Boston Red Sox utility infielder by the name of Brad Holt. Can you give us any information on him?
Yeah, it's Brock Holt. So he was an all-star,
Yeah, Brock.
I don't know, a couple of years ago. Utility infielder, better person off the field than he is on the field. So he's not gonna contribute a whole lot to you, but you'll enjoy him. And his son's awesome. So.
I believe his batting average here not long ago was 297, which is not too bad. And of course, in Milwaukee, being a dome stadium, it's kind of a hitter's paradise up there. So he might be kind of valuable. And I know they needed a third baseman, and so he might. I think they sounded kind of excited about him coming over. So I was just wondering what your ideas about him were.
I don't think he's an everyday Major League Baseball player, but he's good everywhere. So he can play first, second, third.
Yeah.
Play a little bit of the corner outfield. Utility player.
He's
for
33,
the National
so
League.
he's not real old yet. I mean, he's got some years ahead of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, just going while you got him.
Yeah.
He's not going to make a difference.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Well, okay, okay. Thanks for the info. All I know is that the Brewers are kind of excited about having him come in. They feel that he can contribute quite a bit. So I thought I'd give you call you up and give you a chance to give me an idea what you thought about him. So I guess I got my ideas on how you feel about it, and so we'll see what happens in the future.
You got it. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, he'll get 150 at bat. Maybe it'll be good for you when you can do some more double switches, because he gives that flexibility, because he can play so many different positions. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. He doesn't hit well enough to be an everyday baseball player.
Where'd he come from?
Especially a third baseman, the Red Sox.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's why he was kind of asking your opinion on that too, based on where he came from. Okay. He wasn't somebody who came through the Red Sox farm system, was he?
Yeah. He was developed by the Red Sox. He's just off the field. You heard about what he did off the field more than what he did on the field.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a utility player. I mean, that's what he is. He'll hit, if he gets 150 at bats, he'll hit 265. Has a little bit of pop, not much. Maybe have 10 home runs this year. Smart baseball player.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad for third baseman overall, I guess.
It's terrible. If your starting third baseman only has hit 10 home runs and it's 265, you are losing. If you don't get any power or real production at the plate from a third baseman, then you don't have a third baseman.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I guess I think back all the Cleveland Indians third basemen were usually Pop with the bat, Jim Thome, Matt Williams,
right.
Jose Ramirez. Yeah.
Both of those guys couldn't really, and then they both moved to first base eventually, but you've got to have real production at the plate from third base.
Yeah.
You have to have real production from first base. You have to have real production from your corner outfield.
Mm-hmm.
Your second baseman, catcher, center fielder, catcher, you can get away with, right? With those four, with the diamond up the middle, that's where you want your defensive strength to be. But you have to have production out of everyone else if you're going to compete.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, who do the Red Sox now have for your third baseman?
Devers has been our third baseman for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Rockholt was injured, and then he's a utility infielder. So, we got what we could. He just cost too much to re-sign because of how many years he's got in Major League Baseball. And the Red Sox are in payroll cutting.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're at for some reason.
Yeah.
We have the highest ticket prices in baseball, the highest concession stand in baseball, the most expensive TV package in baseball, but
wow.
Red Sox are cutting salary.
Wow. What is an average ticket price for Fenway Park?
Average?
Yeah.
Like if you just go to their website, there's plenty of tickets available now. $60.
Yeah. Man, yeah. Then again, I guess you're also going to a novelty. I've never been to Fenway Park. I still have that on my bucket list. I feel like the times I lived in Northeast Ohio, it always felt like it was far away, but I'm farther away from it now than being in Florida. That's how I felt about New York as well. I always kind of wanted to see the original house that Ruth built, and then I wanted to see Fenway Park. Fenway Park's going to be around for a long time to come, isn't it, though?
Maybe. Should be.
Should be.
I hope so.
So those are the three oldest ballparks in baseball. You've got Wrigley Field, Fenway Park, and then Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Dodger Stadium is it wasn't special until recently when all the other ones they kind of shut down.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been there forever. It's pretty cool when you go into Chavez Ravine and you drive up and you can see the ballpark. That's pretty cool. At Fenway, you drive up, you're like, there's a baseball park somewhere around here. So, and then you get down to the Yawkey Way. They call it something else now, but Yawkey Way during the game is pretty special.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's the stuff of baseball that makes it fun, makes it memorable. That's awesome. Now, Galen, with the blood supply, how are we looking today?
we're all right. We need more of everything, but we're at a 3-day blood supply. Had a good day yesterday, so just need to keep having that up so we can catch up. The Bloodmobile today is in the Villages at Wedgwood Road.
Roger. Now, like we say, I've been saying it incorrectly, but I need to get it right there. Give the gift of life. Donate blood. I usually say save a life, donate blood, but give the gift of life.
I don't care.
Yep. Donate blood. And with this segment, we always want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, Palm Garden of Ocala, 854-6262, in need of short-term or long-term care solution for your goal to accelerate your pathway to recovery in a compassionate environment. Palm Garden of Ocala, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, and Penn Flooring, family-owned and operated, serving Marion County for over 30-plus years. Every bit of their success to their unrivaled customer service in commercial and residential fields. Penn Flooring, 351-3420. I didn't get a chance to watch the debate last night, partner. How do you think that compared to the one last week in Vegas or in Nevada?
The train wreck.
Yeah.
I don't think the moderators are very good. I don't think anybody won it, but it was pretty terrible. I mean, I laughed at a lot of it. I don't think they were intending for me to laugh, but I sure did laugh at it.
From what little bit I caught, it was just everybody talking over everybody. So I agree there with, like, where were the moderators? What was the organization style to the debate in itself?
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think you just now know that Bernie is a socialist, and I think he lost the state of Florida if he does get the nominee last night, because there's no way the people who came over from, whether it's Venezuela or Cuba, which is a huge voting bloc, is going to vote for Bernie Sanders when he continues just to defend Castro.
Yeah.
You can't defend a guy and say he want people to read. Well, I think Bernie's too smart not to know why he was sending these kids to these educational camps, because he had basically needed to indoctrinate them into the communistic way. Mm-hmm. I'm just shocked by that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Pretty crazy nonetheless. But Galen, appreciate the time, partners. We're coming here to the bottom of the hour. Be safe on the road, my friend. Don't let the rage get to you too bad as you're on your way.
Tell the Canadians to stay out of the way. It'll be fun.
Got it, partner. Well, we look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Be safe, my friend. Take care.
All right. Be good.
All right. That was Galen, Life South Community Blood Centers. Give the gift of life. Get out there and donate. As he's on his way to Gainesville there with driving this early morning with that traffic of I-75. Make anybody feel that way a little bit. So we're coming to the bottom of the hour here at 8:30. This Wednesday, February 26th, you're listening to AM Ocala Live, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM The Source. And we'll be back after this.
USA Radio News with Chris Barnes.
At last night's Democratic presidential debate,
I intend to win South Carolina.
that's Joe Biden referring to that state's primary this Saturday, but some of the other candidates were focusing on November. Here's Mike Bloomberg.